Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Nighttime Show with special guest, Academy Award winner DJ Paul of 3-6 Mafia and head writer of the Nighttime Show, Matt Walker. I'm your guest host, Robbie Carlisle, and the amazing, the amazing, the awesome Steven Kramer Glickman.
Oh my God, how many drugs are you on? Are you on a lot of drugs? You okay?
No, just like sober, I'm high, most people. I'm most people high.
You're doing great, buddy. How are you? You doing okay?
I'm pretty good. I didn't cause an accident on the freeway today. It was great.
Oh, that's great. Good for you, man. That's always a plus when you don't cause an accident.
Ixnay on the accident octave.
Yeah.
M&Ms are really good, though.
Yeah. That's great, buddy. You know what? I had a super awesome bonus this morning. Woke up, found out the candy that I bought at the movie theater last night, my girlfriend stuck in my pants, and I have like an extra bag of candy at home.
Melted butter.
What the hell?
What kind of candy is it?
It's Reese's Pieces.
Are they melted?
That's how excited I am, is that I'm getting free candy. It was like a free candy bonus.
Do you put your candy in the popcorn?
Why would you do that? That's
we really
gross.
we really gotta get to this, guys. We've got a little thing we like to call headlines.
Headlines.
Things that happen in the news, and we call them headlines.
All right, so here's a good one. Mick Jagger's ex-wife, Jerry Hall, just married 89-year-old Rupert Murdoch. She said after being with Mick, Rupert is, it's nice to be with someone who's young and vibrant.
Oh, sorry. I forgot my laugh track. Hold on one sec.
Oh, God.
Hold on.
Pull your shit together. Thank you so much.
There you go.
Okay. All right, let's keep going. Here's a good one. An albino gray whale was spotted for the first time since 2009. Because of its color, it's been nicknamed Gallon of Milk. Thank God it wasn't a sperm whale. Okay. Or its nickname would have been Moby Dick and Balls. Oh, stop it. Stop. Free Willy full of jizz. Okay, guys, we're moving on. It was all right. It was reported by Mark Hamill that Luke Skywalker may actually turn out to be gay. Of course, Luke Skywalker is gay. He wears a kimono everywhere. He hangs out with an old man at gay bars, and then he tried to pick up a pilot and an even hairier pilot. Stop it. Sarlacc pit. That looks like a glory hole to me. All right. Okay. All right. Here's a good one, guys. Leonardo DiCaprio won the Oscar for wrestling a bear. I don't see what the big deal is. Eddie Redmayne wrestles bears in West Hollywood every weekend. I know, because I am one of those. I'm one of those bears. Oh, God, you're the worst at this, Matt.
There's a delay on my phone when I press the button.
Holy shit, are you bad at this?
There's one of these things that says Yoda. I got to find out what that one sounds like. Hold on.
Oh, God. What?
It's Yoda's laugh, I'm sure.
I don't know.
Pretty sure it's Yoda's laugh.
You're so bad at this.
It's not doing anything.
What is the matter with you?
I told the play. It's not playing anything for Yoda. Yoda's very quiet, I guess.
Oh, God.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, stop it. Pornhub just released a list of most popular search terms on their website. In California, it was lesbian porn. In Alaska, it was stepmother porn. And in Flint, Michigan, it was clean water porn. It's just a guy going, I just poured Fiji water on your face. Deal with it. All right, stop it. All right, we're done. I can't do this anymore. This is the worst thing that's ever happened.
You know the Luke Skywalker.
Oh, here, wait, last one. Amy Schumer, this is a big one, guys. Amy Schumer just announced that she wrote a book all by herself that she did not plagiarize. The book is called Chris Rock, This Is My Life. All right, that's it for headlines.
Headlines! Matt fucked up the headlines with his shitty timing.
on his shitty phone. Hey guys, you got to check this out. There's this new app that I'm using, and I'm obsessed with it. It's called YoShirt, and you can get it. Yeah, you can get it on your phone. You got to try this thing. It's super, super cool.
What does it do?
Okay, so YoShirt is the app for creating one-of-a-kind apparel and accessories on your iPhone.
What?
Yes, I mean, you can take a picture of a comic book cover, your favorite comic book, Mike, okay? Take a picture of that, one of your famous Instagram photos that you do of, like, action figures fighting each other.
Photography.
Take one of those pictures, and you can turn it into a T-shirt you can wear at Comic-Con or at any con or at anything, any day of the week.
It doesn't even have to be
It doesn't have to be a Comic-Con. It could be anything.
Can you take a picture of an ex-con and get that on a shirt?
You can put an ex-con on a shirt. What else can you put on a shirt? Ex-girlfriend you can put on a shirt. Anything with an X.
Shaka Khan?
Shaka Khan you can put on a shirt. Whatever you want. This thing is incredible.
Now, when you put it on the app, is that it? You just print up a boring old picture?
No. You can do all sorts of stuff to customize your designs with stickers, backgrounds, text, whatever you want. You can share your creations.
Shirts. You can only
Just
do
shirts?
shirts.
No, there's so many different. You gotta check out this app, guys.
What else besides shirts?
There's sweaters, there's leggings, there's underwear, there's tote bags, there's socks.
Now, a lot of these apps try to rip people off. You give them your financial information.
Oh, no. These guys are incredibly secure, super fast. It's a secure checkout with Apple Pay. All right? Now, this is a quick note to our listeners, because I know we have listeners all over the world. YoShirt ordering and shipping is currently only available in the U.S. and Canada. But if you are a fan of YoShirt and you're in another country, we're going to be getting cool, like, YoShirt stuff. And if you let us know that you live in another country, we'll ship it to you as a gift. You are sure to impress your friends and your family when you express yourself with YoShirt. Guys, don't forget to check it out. It's a super cool app, YoShirt.com. That's YoShirt.com. YoShirt.com.
Tell all your friends.
Guys, we've got a big deal here. This is the biggest deal that we've had on the show so far. We're huge fans of this guy. Academy Award winner. That is an Oscar winner, folks. Oscar winner, DJ Paul from 3-6 Mafia. How you doing, buddy?
What up? What's happening? French fries? Anybody
We got
want
French fries coming in.
That sounds good.
Anybody want
This is
French
very exciting. This is a great time. I'm so happy you're here, man.
fries? Man, thank you
I'm
for
excited
having
because
me, man.
remember I told you what I was going to ask him about?
Yeah.
And he actually has a chain with a little Oscar on it, because I was always saying, like, if I ever won an award like that, I would just put the award on a chain and wear it around and be like, oh, have you met my friend Oscar? Let me tell you about my friend Oscar. Do you know Oscar?
You'd be like, my award has a first name. It's
Awesome. That's the best.
Where's your actual Oscar? Where is that?
Oh, man, it's in a Crown Royal bag in the backyard in a pickup truck 5 feet to the left. Then you dig down 3 feet, and then you pick up a Skittles box. They got 2 Skittles in it.
Right.
That means you take 2 feet back the other way, and you dig down. And this is a long story, but anyway, it's hidden.
How heavy is it?
That is terrific.
I think it's 10 pounds.
So that's a pretty sizable award, yeah.
Yeah, it's like 10
Are you worried about it being stolen? Has that ever been a thing?
Hell no.
We have another friend
I
of
can't
ours.
even get to it.
Another friend of ours won an Oscar for her role in a movie called Pollock.
Yeah.
She won Best
Actress. Best Supporting Actress.
Best Supporting Actress.
Yep.
And she just has it sitting on the mantle. And when you walk right in, it's just sitting
Where
there
was
right
it?
by the door.
We were
I
at
was
a
like,
party at her house, and I didn't see it. I was looking around for it.
You could just grab it and run out the door.
Now, who was the big hot actress chick that got her? She keep hers over the toilet.
Probably Meryl Streep at this point. She's got like 10 of
No,
them.
it's a younger chick.
Really?
Maybe
yeah,
Sandra
you should-
Bullock or something.
I can't remember.
Could be.
You should Google it though. But it's
Yeah.
one chick. She
Google it?
keeps her Oscar over the toilet. Like
Wow.
anybody that come in there take a dump can just steal the damn thing, tuck it in their drawers, and get the hell out of there.
Yeah. They can shove it up their ass and walk right out the door.
Well,
What's she going to
Kate
do?
Winslet keeps her Oscar in the
Hey.
bathroom.
Wow.
there you go, Kate Winslet.
All right.
What'd she get an Oscar for? Being hot.
It was
very, very hot.
The Reader, I want to say. Is that what she won for?
No way. Is that even a
she,
movie?
was one of those Nazi
she got an
movies.
Oscar before Leonardo.
Yes, she did. Yes, she
Couple
did.
years
Chicks
before.
always get shit first.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
really do.
Hot.
Did you think that he should have won for that movie? Did you see the movie?
I haven't saw it, but I think he should have won a long time ago for a whole bunch of other shit.
Yeah, he should have won
for What's Eating Gilbert Grape like a million years ago. That guy was a very talented actor.
Yeah, that dude is good, man. That dude is super, super talented. And
I'm happy he won so we can hear people stop talking about how he's never won an Oscar.
Who else has never won an Oscar that's really famous?
Super famous actors.
Have John Travolta won one?
No.
I don't think so.
No, he was nominated, but he should have won for Saturday Night Fever.
He should have won for
he
Boy in the
should've.
Plastic
Fantastic
Bubble. No, probably not.
The dude
that was a
from-
TV movie, I think.
The dude from Fifth Element, the villain guy. I don't remember his name.
Gary Oldman's
Oldman.
never
Gary
won an
Oldman.
Oscar.
Yeah, he hasn't won
He's
an
been
Oscar.
nominated a few times, but
What
great guy.
about Al Pacino? Has he won an Oscar?
Yes.
Yeah.
Multiple.
They should do
He
like
won Son of a Woman. He won for
You're beating Gary Oldman right now in the race.
yeah.
Too bad I ain't
Leonardo-
beating him in the bank account.
Leonardo just caught up to you at this point.
Yeah, Leonardo caught my ass.
Yeah. What that night must have been pretty intense as a human being at a place like that with so many people on television and
The first rapper
everything
to perform on the Oscars, winning
Yeah.
the Oscar. I mean, that's a great thing, right?
Well, it's almost like, I don't know, getting your virginity taken by Dolly Parton, Beyonce, and Meryl Streep at the same
Same
time.
time?
Something like that.
Yeah, holy shit. I can only imagine.
Something about like that.
Yeah.
But no, it was great, man. It was exciting. Prince wouldn't let us in his house. That was pretty cool.
What?
Really?
he wouldn't let you
Why
in his
not?
house.
Why not?
I don't know. I do not know to this day. But we was with John Singleton, who was friends with Prince. I never met Prince before, but I'm a super, super big fan. I probably bought Purple Rain millions of times.
Yeah.
But John Singleton was like, "Hey, you want to go over to Prince's house?" And I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I want to go over Prince. Who the hell don't want to go over to Prince's house?"
Yeah.
Except probably the drummer for Michael Jackson or something. I mean, I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, I would love to go to Prince's house. So we got there. John Singleton was talking to the bodyguard. And he was like, hey, I got 36 Mafia with us. They just won an Oscar, blah, blah. And the bodyguard was like, okay, let me go ask Prince. He came back out and he was like, no. And I said, what?
What?
And he said, Prince said they can't get in.
Really?
I said, you better tell that little purple wearing nigga that I'm. No, I'm joking.
I was like, I saw on TMZ not so long ago, Paul McCartney tried to go to the Vanity Fair party or one of
Vanity
those,
Fair Oscar
and he
party.
got denied.
He got denied
They
at the
turned
door.
away Paul McCartney.
It wasn't Vanity Fair. It was another party.
It's like a tiger party or something.
Yeah, it was another, like,
it was
big party.
Tigers,
It was a hip-hop
Tigers party.
party.
Yeah. He tried to come in and security wouldn't let him through.
Of course, if you're Paul McCartney, do you really want to hang out with Tyga? That doesn't seem like your crowd if you're Paul McCartney.
I don't think Tiger was going in to hang out with him. I think he was just and I fuck with Tiger. I hung out with him a couple times, but I think he was more just trying to take the hot chicks somewhere to a happening spot. I think he had
Yeah.
like a couple of little young hot chicks with him. If you got some young hot chicks with him, you're going to want to take it to a Tiger party if he having one, because there's going to be other hot young
Yeah.
chicks there. You know,
Yeah.
he in the Kardashian mafia.
Yeah, seriously.
So, I think Paul McCartney was more just trying to, be hip at the moment. But all he had to do is just take them bitches to his fucking mansion.
take them to your
Panties was going to drop as soon as they see the goddamn mailbox.
Yes.
yeah.
So that's all he had to do. But,
As long as they don't have fake legs. He's got to stay away from
Yeah,
one-legged chicks.
no more one-legged chicks.
That
for
chick
Paul
took him for like
McCartney.
$100 million.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It's like the second most expensive divorce of all time, something like that.
$100 million? Hell, he's still sitting on 9, so he cool.
Yeah.
How horrible must that conversation have gone? Like after, like Paul McCartney having to explain to his girl that no, we can't get into that party. Like how horrible.
That's a very uncomfortable.
No, not really. Paul McCartney don't have to explain nothing to nobody. Them chicks are just like, fuck them. We didn't want to go to that nigga party anyway. Let's go.
Paul McCartney used to be like, hey, let's just let
That's all I
it be.
said.
What happens when have you ever been in a situation like that? I mean, like you were like this story about Prince's party.
I did get turned outside of the Prince party. I got turned down once at a strip club in Las Vegas.
What?
Unbelievable.
What strip club?
I'm not going to say.
All right.
I'm not going to say. But this is what
I will
happened.
call Sapphires out. I'll tell you that right now.
I went to the same strip club. Let me come there one day, like a year before, and I wasn't smoking weed at the time. and I was just drinking, but all my boys wanted to smoke. So they was like, hey, y'all can have a back room. They put us in a back room where no other people was there. It was about the size of us. It was no other people in there but just me and my boys. It was probably like 10 of us. And they was giving us weed and everything. They like, hey, y'all can smoke, blah, blah. We was buying balls. You know, as long as you're buying balls and tipping the chicks, they don't give a shit what you do. I tried to come back like a year later. I went from L.A., I went down to Vegas, and I tried to go, and they said, you 86 from here. I'm like, 86? Like, what the fuck did that mean? What? And they was like, you can't get in here. I'm like, why? They said, because you was smoking weed. I said, nigga, you gave me the weed. What are you talking about?
Shit, really?
Yeah, we got to a big argument. I started cussing out the bodyguard and this and that. I was drunk. It was just stupid. But long story short, I saw the owner at the STK Steakhouse. And he's like, hey, he gave me his card. He's like, hey, when you guys are in town, you should come to my club. I said, I got banned from your club. You didn't get the memo? You didn't hear that? He was like, no, who did that? I said, I don't know. One of them big muscle-bound motherfuckers you got in the front. But I was like, yeah, they wouldn't let me in there. He's like, no, here's my card and my personal cell. You can come in anytime you want to.
Oh, my God.
And have you gone back since then or no?
Oh, hell no.
No. Once you fuck up something like that, it doesn't, you know.
It ain't,
no, we had a situation, me and my girl had a situation where we were flown out to a magazine party in New York for this like TV thing, and it was amazing. We had like the best time ever, and we helped like launch this whole like TV magazine thing. And then they were like, hey, you want to come to this party here in LA? And we were like, sounds great. And we get there, and it was a different publicist that was like working the front. And they were like, just stand over here. We'll get to you in just a few minutes. We'll be with you. We'll be with you. We'll be with you.
Not that just stand over here shit.
Yeah, and you're like, how long? We're like, she's in a gown. I'm in a suit. We're just trying to like get in, you know. And finally, I go, look, guys, is this the right? And some other lady who I didn't know comes up and she goes, you know what? Like, you're fucking 86th right now. Like, we don't need this. Okay, we don't. And I'm like,
you trying to fight or something?
I'm like, are you trying to give me shit for like?
Why she said we don't need this? What was you doing, man? Come on, tell us the whole story.
We were just waiting around. But
did you moon them?
I did. Well, I showed them just my balls. I just pulled just my balls out. Yeah, no, they were bad. And we walked out, and then we just talked a bunch of shit.
They flew y'all out there for that.
They'd flown us out in the past for like other stuff, and so this one was here in L.A. And so they were just like, it was just.
I got you.
You know what I mean? Like, so we were like, you guys just flew us out for something, and here we are. And they were like, kind of being dicks about it, but they fired the whole publicity, that whole team. They fired those guys. So
L.A. and Las Vegas They kind of get something out of not letting famous people in them.
They kind of like that, I think.
They like that. They go home. They get a heart on. They be in the security, be in the dressing room, putting on deodorant, putting on their regular clothes.
That's their Oscar right there.
So they won't look like security when they leave about the club at the end of the night. Somebody be trying to kill them. They be like, man, did you see that? High five, man. I wouldn't let him. John McEnroe in here tonight, man.
Hey, man, don't fuck with John McEnroe. He'll take a racket, smack you upside the head. That guy gets pissed.
You and me had the last time I saw you was at the OK. I think it was at OK Magazine.
Yeah.
Which is so much fun, and those guys are so cool.
Cool.
My favorite thing about that kind of party is that you look around and you're like, there's so many different types of people from so many different parts of the business. You have like reality stars, you have like famous musicians, you have famous models.
You got like, the chicks from 3 Girls and One Cup.
Yeah, just everybody's. Everyone's there.
Yeah.
Everyone's there, and it's just like a party with. And it's great. Mm-hmm. I love that kind of shit.
Now, when you were,
I like small parties, like the one that we was at that day. Small parties be good. Yeah. When they get all packed, that's when they try to be dicks at the front door because they want you to give them some money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they was waiting for Paul McCartney to be like, to pull out a band.
$200.
Like he gonna have cash on him. Hey, Paul, we can't get you in. Paul pull out a band. Hey, I got $1,000. Give me in. All right, come on in.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, when you were starting out and before you were well known as a group, I mean, how long did it take you before you got to get into all these like kind of parties? I mean, you were on the grind for 10, 15 years before it all sort of hit?
Well, I mean, we wasn't even interested or even known about any of those kind of parties till we moved to L.A., which was after the Oscar. No, I take that back. we was out here a long time ago in 2002 making a movie.
What movie?
I produced and wrote and directed and not directed, wrote, produced, scored, and starred in like 3 movies that we put out.
What?
Yeah, a movie called Choices. It did real good too. We got double platinum plaques on the wall. They would give you plaques for DVD sales back in those days.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about 2000, 2002, and 2004. We had Choices 2, and a movie called The Cleanup Man. But anyway, when I was out here doing Choices 2, we was hanging out. We had did a video that was the theme song for the movie, and we was hanging out with a couple of the people from the movie set, and I was like, "Hey, y'all want to go to a club?" And they was like, "Yeah, we know where all the clubs at in Hollywood." We was still living in Memphis at the time. I was like, "All right, cool, let's go to a club in Hollywood." We get there, and some of the chicks that was in the movie was hot, and like one of them wasn't. So they was like, all right, 3-6, y'all can come in. Okay, you come in. And then they stopped the big chick. And I was like, what's going on? And they was like, she can't get in. I was like, why not? They was like, she's not dressed right. And I was like,
Oh, shit.
What? And the girl, the hot chicks was like, they do that out here in California. Like, they don't like to let chicks in if they not hot. They only want to let the hot chicks in the club. And I was like, what? I'm like, where I'm from in Tennessee? I'm like, nigga, a baby come out 300 pounds. What the hell are you talking about? We didn't have clubs in that case. I was like,
God.
what? And they did that, so all of us decided not to go into the club.
Oh, that's very cool. That's cool that you guys didn't do that.
And we just went down to a bar, but that was fucking crazy, man. And that was like that didn't stop. I got in. So to answer your question, I got in. I didn't have a problem with that situation, but I seen somebody with me go through something even crazier than that. I was like,
oh my God. Wow. You're like we were talking about this earlier today. You guys are still together, right? Is 3-6 Mafia still together?
Oh, we still friends, but we don't do music as 3-6 Mafia no more. We just do solo stuff, and then we get on each other's records.
Okay, all right. So you've been friends with Juicy J for how long have you guys been friends?
Oh man, since like 11th grade.
Oh my God, what? What was that like, man?
Man, that was a long time ago. You know a song called Slob on the Knob?
Yeah, of course.
We wrote that song, man, in junior high school.
Really?
Yeah, well, Juicy wrote that song in junior high school. Then me and him got together. We remixed it and redid the beat. But he wrote that song in like the 8th grade. That was a long time ago.
Oh my God, man, that's amazing. What about like anybody else?
Show you what he was doing in school.
Yeah, seriously.
Jesus Christ, sorry or not, you know, weren't you supposed to be like, what's 2 + 2 looking at it?
He has such big energy. Like he's such a big like crazy guy. And you're kind of like, you know, you're kind of like laid back. You kind of let shit happen.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
What's that relationship like? Because I'm sure he's gotten you in trouble a couple times. Does that happen?
Actually, we got each other in trouble. I'm the kind of person, like, I grew up real super, super bad. So me and him, like, through the years, we kind of, like, reversed in life. It's just kind of weird how that happened. But when I was younger, I was, like, the crazy drugged out one. Not drugged out, but, yeah, no, I pretty much was drugged out. Drugged out, gangbanging, crazy one. Like, if anybody even looked at me, it was going to be a fight, this and that. I got kicked out of school when I was in, like, the 10th grade and then this and that. And when I got kicked out of school, my mom was like, you want to use your, actually, I was in the 11th grade. I take that back. I did 11th grade twice. And then I got kicked out the second go-around. And my mom was like, you want to use your auntie's address to go to school in the county? Because in Memphis, you got city school and county school. So if you get kicked out of city school, you can go to county school if you know somebody live out there. And she was like, you want to use your auntie address and go to the county school, or you want to try this rap shit? I said, I think I'm going to try the rap shit.
Wow.
So anyway.
Was she supportive of
and 99% of the time, that's the wrong decision to make. You're just the one where that's
I just lucked out.
The great decision.
Well, no, not lucked out. I just had talent. But like with me and Juicy, like I would be the real crazy one that got all of us into shit back in the day.
Yeah.
And then over the years, I finally calmed down, and then that's when he turned into the crazy one. So it's like I passed him the baton. Baton of crazy drugness.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm very like outspoken, kind of crazy, and make a lot of like bad choices that end up backfiring on my friends and on my lady. We had a thing happen a couple weeks ago where
you cheated on her.
I did not. I did not cheat on her. No, but we were at a Chipotle, I think, or some Mexican place.
First mistake.
Yep, that was not good. And we're hanging out, and she goes, "Oh, there's a friend of mine over there. I'm going to go talk to them. Try not to embarrass me." I go, "Try not to embarrass me. What the fuck's that about?" She goes, "Well, the girl is she's deaf, so just don't try not to do anything." I go, "What do you think I'm gonna do? What do you think I'm gonna be like? Oh, I'm a deaf person. I'm gonna be the deaf person." She was like, "You're doing it right now. She's with a bunch of people that can hear. Why are you doing that? You're the worst." And then I just had to like sit there and not, go over. And they could see what was going on. It was not good. It was bad.
That's bad.
Yeah, she wasn't blind. Like she knew. But yeah, we do that. You make, you kind of get your
Craziness.
people you get people in crazy situations
Yeah.
and stuff.
I try not to do that no more, man. 'Cause we had some sticky ones.
Like what? Tell us one. You got to tell us one.
I'll tell you off
Now,
camera.
after
All right,
you
that's
hit
fine.
it big, do all kinds of people come out of the woodwork and either start wanting money or suing you for bullshit
People
or
do
stuff
that
like
before
that?
you make it big.
Wow. Like they see that you're on that path and they start trying to do that.
Well, with us, that part didn't happen. As far as no lawsuits or nothing back then. But yeah, people always ask for money because we had started making money. I started selling my first EP in the 10th grade.
Wow.
That's when I made my first EP. It was me and Lord Infamous, rest in peace, Lord Infamous. We was called the Serial Killers. And that was in 10th grade. Now we brought out 3 songs. And then at that point right there, we had started making money. And we were still in school, so we had cars. We was walking around with money and this and that. So it started early. So the handout started a long time ago.
And you've always pretty much had your own label.
Yeah, we always had our own label.
That's the smartest thing you could have done.
Yeah.
That whole time. Yeah.
Well, we had to do it because our music was so different. When we tried to sign to a major label, they wouldn't sign us because all we talked about was beating up people and doing cocaine.
Right.
And you're talking about in the early 90s, that shit wasn't flying back then.
Yeah.
They were like, hell no, you got to have it. What's the message in here? I'm like, it's a message. You just got to listen.
Yeah.
If you break it down to crumbs, you can take $1, slit it at the bottom, and then you can do a line. You do both nostrils, it's called a 1-in-1. I said, we got messages in there, shit to be learned. You just gotta listen. You gotta want to learn. I can't make you learn.
They're like, oh, whatever. I mean, that's a different kind of lesson than we were hoping for.
Yeah. So when nobody never signed us, so we just put $4,500. Me and Juicy put together $4,500, and we went in the professional studio. Left Mama's my bedroom in Mama house.
And how'd you get that 4,500? Is that from your earlier
from
EP sales?
Yeah. Well, it was more than that EP. It was by that time we had been out for like 4 years. So I was up to volume 16 on mixtapes, and Juicy was up to volume 9
Wow.
on mixtapes. So I guess we probably brought him out every 2 months or whatever the case was, 3 months or whatever. So the money of all those sales, we sold them for $4 a piece, and we sold thousands and thousands of them.
That's great.
Oh my God.
So
that's
when nobody
amazing.
want to give us a record deal, so we just put our own money behind it, and we just put the shit out, and then it hit Billboard and it sold.
Wow, dude, that's unbelievable. Because I mean, with Straight Outta Compton coming out and everybody kind of going and watching to see like that storyline of like how that came about, and these guys getting discovered and all this kind of stuff, and getting taken advantage of and blah 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 blah. Like the thing. With you guys, it really seems like you guys controlled as much as you possibly could of your careers, and that you didn't kind of blindly hand things over to anybody else. Is that kind of
that's exactly how we did it. Because my uncles was in my uncles had a real popular gospel group called the Bogart Brothers. So my uncles taught me everything when I was a kid. So like they was like, you gotta know, you gotta keep your publishing, and you gotta know about publishing and this and that. And they told me about publishing and all that. So when it was time for us when we finally, long story short, we got turned down by those record labels. Excuse me. We put out 2 records. Those 2 records sold like. One of them sold like 200-some thousand copies. The other one came out the door selling like 40,000 copies the first 2 weeks, and we was getting $8.50 a CD back in those days.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So we was like 17 years old or whatever, we were fucking damn near millionaires or whatever.
Yeah, great money.
God.
So the same record company that turned us down, Relativity Records in New York, called us. They're like, hey, we want you to come up here and talk about a record there. I was like, hey, I sent you this demo a long time ago. Like, you didn't see that?
Yeah.
But they didn't want to deal with it at that time until we proved it.
Yeah.
So when we signed with them, that's when the shit blew up. But we always tried to keep doing everything on our own because somebody told me a long time ago, you always got to control your own destination. Mm-hmm. That's the only way you're going to get to where you're going.
Yeah.
So I told him, I was like, look, we gave y'all the chance to give us one of them old slave deals a long time ago. You didn't give it to us. So now, the tables done turned.
Yeah.
And we can do this on our own. We don't need y'all to do this, And we already riding around in Dodge Vipers and Lexuses and all kind of crazy shit. So I was like, look, we need some money. And then they gave us some millions to sign with them.
Wow. Amazing.
It was on there.
God.
Nice.
What's the first? Let me ask you this. Anybody that I know that's become successful and suddenly had more money than they had bills they got to pay. Like when they have so much money, all their bills are paid and they just have a bunch of money. Like they always buy something ridiculous. Like you buy one thing or a couple things that are like
stupid.
Like stupid. Like a stupid thing that's like a weird thing to buy. I bought, to give you an idea, when I did this series on Nickelodeon for 5 years, after like 3 episodes, I went out, I bought a new car and I bought a couple other things, and then I was like, man, I'm going to go buy a giant, massive, life-size...
You bought him.
I bought him. I bought him, and he works for me. He's my personal butler. Emphasis on the word "but."
Yeah.
I bought a gigantic, massive silver life-size cow, and it sits in my living room. It's been in my living room for years. And I also bought one of those Bob's Big Boys that like sits in front of the restaurant, the huge one. I bought one of those fucking giant things.
You got that in your house?
I do.
You got a big-ass house.
I got a big place. But I have a lot of big, weird shit.
It's filled with
like toys,
stupid things like
robots, and weird stuff. But
isn't there a whole thing about like Jews buying a calf or like having?
Yeah, that's kind of why I bought it.
Yeah, like like Moses was pretty pissed about that.
Moses was not happy, but I did buy like a bunch of. I bought a bunch of weird shit.
He didn't buy a pig. You gotta
No, I didn't buy anything live.
You didn't buy a Hitler statue.
Yeah.
No, there was no Hitler statues. Not yet. That's next year. What did you buy? Like, what kind of stuff did you get yourself?
I got a thing. I don't know if I bought anything just weird, but I mean, I like stuff like what you like. I would buy stuff like I wouldn't have bought the cow, but the Shoney's, the Shoney Big Boy, and some of the other stuff I will buy. I collect a lot of toys. Like I got a lot of fucking toys.
Get out of here! What kind of toys you got?
My girl just paid fucking. Now this was in 2009, so it wasn't just. But I ain't took it out the box yet. I'm just gonna take it out the box at our new house we just bought.
Oh my god!
But she paid $1,200 on eBay for the Cobra twins.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Zaymok.
Are you kidding me?
$1,200 still in the package.
Holy shit! That's amazing.
But I got a lot of them though. I got Zartan. I got.
Oh my god! I loved those guys.
I dressed like Destro for Halloween.
Are you serious? That's
Painted
incredible.
My whole head silver.
Dude, we did an entire episode with this guy, Max Brooks, who wrote a big famous comic book called Heroes and Villains, I think, or something like this. And it was,
I'm just spitballing.
I'm not 100% sure, but it was all about like the origin stories of all the G.I. Joe characters.
Oh,
it's really cool.
Hearts and Minds.
Hearts and Minds. Yeah, it was called G.I. Joe Hearts and Minds, and it's really, really cool.
I got
I'm a big G.I. Joe.
I got all the DVDs.
Oh yeah.
Who would have thought
DVD.
that DJ Paul was a nerd? I don't know.
Right?
This is amazing. Do you go to Comic-Con? Have you ever been to Comic-Con?
I went once.
Yeah.
I went once, and then I had a couple of years ago. We was on tour in the city we was in. It was there. We pulled up, and I see all these people walking around with all these weird ass outfits and shit. I was like, I knew this was a weird city, but God.
Oh my God.
And I come to find out it was there, and I got a guy to hook me up with some passes to get in there. But I got all of my comic books from when I was a kid.
Really?
All of my toys, even the broke ones. Like, people call me a hoarder.
Really?
But I don't like hoard like junk shit. I just hoard like all shit that I like all my old toys, all my old keyboards, all my old turntables, all that old shit.
That's
all
so great.
My girl be like, "Why do you still got all these VCR players?" I was like, "Girl, you can't get rid of a VCR player." I was like, it's gonna be the shit. Just like cassette tapes are back now. And
Yeah.
right after me and her had that argument,
Yep.
her little sister came over our house from Utah about 2 months later and said,
Where they
"Paul,"
just got VCRs for the first time.
Right. In Utah.
said, do you still have any of your old cassette tapes? I just got a cassette tape player." And I said, "See?" I said, "See, now tell your sister what the fuck I can keep and all this old shit.
That's fantastic.
You gotta keep. I got all of my old VCR tapes. I still got like one of the first black dicks and white chicks
What? Amazing.
on VCR. Them niggas was hairy as hell. Harry bumping Harrys. Back in the porn, the women had so much hair on.
Oh God! You didn't even know what it would look like down there because it was just
you
a
didn't
giant
even know.
black
You didn't
area.
really even see anything.
Yeah, it was just a
I didn't
furry
see that.
black area.
But did you notice they bringing that back in movies these days?
Oh, the
Well,
muff?
they're bringing the
Hair's
the
coming
hair's
back,
coming
yeah.
back. I know.
I'm not happy about that.
I'm not sure how. I
Because
feel
they
about
don't
not a
want
fan
you.
of it.
They don't want you to see.
Yeah.
So they have like a little hair down there.
I know. I know. It's I don't know why they're.
What can you say? Either
Why-
you move to Europe where they have it naked on Channel 5 News,
Yeah.
or you
Yeah, exactly.
do it.
Exactly. You know, the last time I was at Comic-Con, I ran into Reverend Run from
Oh, nice.
from Run DMC. He's a huge toy collector. And he goes, we're going next week for the first time to WonderCon, which is here in Los Angeles, downtown at the convention center. And it's like, you just walk around and nobody cares that you're there. You just walk around and there's
It's called WonderCon because you walk around and you wonder if any of these people ever get laid.
Yeah, exactly.
You wonder,
The answer
wonder
is
who's
no.
coming in this joint.
And you just walk around and you're like, oh, there's Battlestar Galactica toys or original Star Wars vintage
sell
1980
them?
toy. Yeah, they have them
Yeah.
there for sale.
There's
It's kind of great.
My favorite one is there's this one booth, and it's got like the original AT-AT Walker, and it's like they have like a whole setup, like the Hoth setup, and like you can buy like here's the original AT-AT Walker, and I'm just
Like the movie prop?
I want someone.
no like the
toy.
the toy, like the 1980s toy.
I want someone like downtown. Whatever, I don't know if it's Koreatown or Chinatown or whatever it is when the 101 split, not split, but the 101 go through downtown. Downtown is on your right, and whatever that is on the left. When you
Chinatown.
exit Chinatown. I went there and went to a toy store, and they had big old Transformers, like 16 inches tall or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For like $200 a piece.
Yeah, they
I
have the
bought-
big ass, like giant Voltron ones.
Yeah, I
and-
bought Voltron too, and it still got the Chinese writing on it.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
That's fantastic.
yeah. I bought Voltron. I put it on YouTube a long time ago. Voltron. I bought a bunch of shit up in there, man.
Oh, that's the way
Yeah,
it
don't
should
bring
be.
me around toys. I spend all my money. I have to make myself stay off of eBay because I be on there like 3, 4 in the morning, and I just be looking up shit.
Do you get like parental software put on your computer and block eBay so you can't even get on there?
No, I need to though. I'd probably be $100,000 richer if I did.
Oh God, man! I discovered a place out in the valley called Blast from the Past where they've got old
Please
like
don't tell me that.
oh, it's like all the old vintage toys from like the 80s. And I went in and they give you a card. If you spend $25, they stamp your card, and when you get to $200, you get $25 for free in the store. I swear to you, in the first month, I was like, I just got a bunch of more free. I went through like 2 or 3 cards in like a month. I bought so much shit at that place in Burbank.
Rachel want to kill you?
It's fantastic. Rachel wanted to kill me, and so we bought a giant glass cabinet that I filled with all the It's like a big rounded glass cabinet, full to the top of 1980s Star Wars toys.
Yeah, see, I got to find something to do with all my toys, man, because it's too much shit. But I know the place you're talking about. I didn't know the name of it, but it's a couple of little comic book stores and little cool places do that. I bought a serial killer's calendar in one of those stores.
I had one
at Hyena.
I had
maybe
this
at Hyena.
the serial killer calendar.
The serial killer calendar, yeah.
I like that place.
I bought that as a Christmas present for Mike Muratori.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh,
and he loved it.
Yeah, he would love
I'm
that.
super into serial killers. I got a lot of serial killers framed on the theater room.
Okay, so what do you think about this whole thing about how they say Richard Ramirez might have had an accomplice?
No,
Did you hear about that?
Yeah,
because they found another man's DNA. They say from bodily fluids on a knife that was used in the San Francisco killing, the first one, along with the victim of the blood and Richard Ramirez body fluids. They found body fluids of somebody else, and they said they're investigating now whether he could have been an accomplice.
Oh my God.
Oh, you guys are actually talking about serial killers.
Yes.
Killer. I thought it was the name of a band. Like a group. Like serial killers. Okay, that sounds cool.
He thought we were talking about him.
There used to be
Frosted Flakes
There
serial
used to
killer.
be like an eBay for like creepy stuff, and it shut down a long time ago. But I used to have a 1-inch by 1-inch square from John Wayne Gacy's prison jumpsuit
Oh, wow.
that I had.
God.
Hey, man, they got a site. They got a site you can go on. We went on it one day, and it's all this serial killer stuff that's supposed to be the real stuff for sale. Reason why we went on there because we was watching the OJ story, and I think they just put his truck up for sale or something.
Yeah,
And they got. I heard the dude from Korn bought Ted Bundy's Volkswagen.
Wow.
That makes sense.
I heard that.
I bet he sits in it and just cries all the time.
I don't know, but
He just cried a lot.
I heard he bought one of them, and then it's a site, but that shit is expensive, man.
there was a John Wayne Gacy painting they had that was so cool. I wanted to buy, but it was like $1,500, and I was like, I don't know.
You wrote about blow up doll with that.
Well, listen, this has been way too much fun, and I can't believe we just figured out how much you and I have in common with our massive toy collections. We need to continue this at a Comic-Con edition. We got to go to Comic-Con together.
Got to, man.
Just fucking take advantage
I
of
love
that
toys.
shit. I love that. Well, listen, tell people where they can find you on the internet.
Oh, man, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DJ Paul, KOM, letter K, letter O, letter M, King of Memphis. And my website is DJPaul36.com.
Any new releases coming out soon?
Yeah. The top of May. My new EP coming out called The Reason. DJ Paul, The Reason. It's going down, Mafia.
Good God. Robbie.
French fries, man. All the goddamn French fries.
I know,
Next time
they're
I come
very,
there,
very
have me
good.
some steak and potatoes, man.
All right, we'll tell the Improv. We'll make sure that happens. They do have phenomenal food here. They have very good food.
Yeah.
Robbie, what about you? Where can they find you?
You can find me in Ralph's bathrooms everywhere. And
Why is this happening? Where can they get you, buddy?
oh yeah, you can find me at Robbie Carlisle at Facebook and Robbie Carlisle at Twitter, and you can see me at the Nighttime Show.
Yes, the Nighttime Show, which airs, is a show here at the Hollywood Improv once a month, Saturday night, 10 p.m. in the main room of the club. Biggest comics in the world come and perform on the show. We interview them. They perform. It's a terrific night. Check the website for dates. And Matt, where can they find you, sir?
Just look up Funny Matt online. You'll find me on any website you're on.
Yeah, and you can always get me at Stephen Glickman, Stephen Glickman on Twitter and Instagram. And YouTube, we post clips from the podcast and from the live show at youtube.com/funnyguy-from-TV. Sir, a serious pleasure and a total honor to have you.
Thank you.
Have you here.
Thank you very much.
And I no one is going to find that Oscar. That you can keep that thing hidden. You
Man,
keep
it's hidden, man.
You keep it
That's
hidden.
why I got this little chain version, man. So
You should carry your Oscar around and just ask for discounts just with your Oscar.
Hey, I did that I already ran out of.
Like the first year, just carry with you everywhere.
Or just
ran out of
beat,
welcome.
just beat the
Ran
shit out
welcome
of
out.
people with it. Nothing- It looks heavy. Thanks so much for coming, and love you guys. Peace.
Yeah.